feel like it's a little bit unfair. I'm so over waiting. Like, when is it gonna be my turn?
Hey, what's going on, guys? Shak-Clips here once again, and today is some crazy clips of the worst divorces I can find. Now, like always, guys, my favorite clip will be at the end, but in this first one, it is pretty insane. This woman regrets getting divorced.
I divorced my high school sweetheart after 5 years of marriage and 4 babies, and I recently started dating, and let me tell you something that I've noticed we do. Myself and several of my friends have gotten out of either marriages or long-term relationships that were abusive, either physically, emotionally, verbally, toxic. Maybe the partner didn't hold their weight, whatever. I'm not just speaking to my experience. And I've noticed something that we start dating and we meet someone and they're doing the bare minimum and we think it's everything.
This is another narrative that's just getting old. Like, how the fuck does it take you 5 years, but not only 5 years, okay, you're kind of dumb, you're naive, you don't know any better, but 4 children? So he was toxic and abusive and all of these things for 5 years, and you still decided to pop out 4 children with him. Like, make that make sense.
Now, the second woman is absolutely correct. Single women will keep other women single. She's completely contradicting herself because she loves to say that that marriage was super toxic and unhealthy. However, she completely told on herself the moment she said all her friends are going through the same thing. Pretty much meaning that all you guys are constantly talking negative about your husbands. And of course, after a long period of time of doing this, you guys will all want divorces. The best thing you could possibly do is that any problems that occur in the marriage and relationship, keep it just between you and your husband, no one else.
So I believe one of the first girlfriends I had broke my heart. I was a nurse and I was dating her for a couple times. All of a sudden, after about, I don't know, 2 months, cold turkey just dropped dead, stopped talking to me, and didn't pick up my phone calls, and I was worried. I thought something happened to her, and then I kept calling like 2 days later. Then her friend called me and said, hey, this person doesn't want to talk to you anymore. And I said, why? She owes me an explanation. So then I got her to come out, and this is after nursing. And she said, what do you want? I want to know what's going on. Like, why you just stop talking? Because that's rude. And she said, you know, she got a new guy, and she said this. She looked at me dead in the eye, and she goes, you're a nurse. He's a stockbroker. And that's
so
exactly.
You're poor and you're not cool?
Yeah, pretty much. And that stuck with me to this day. You're a nurse, he's a stockbroker. I literally remember it every time I do things in my life, and it actually motivates me.
I guess this pretty much defines hypergamy perfectly. This woman was only with her man until she found someone else that was better. And to be honest, she's gonna continue this cycle, potentially seeing how far she can go. This man shouldn't take it too seriously, and honestly, she took the trash out herself.
Tom Brady just ended himself yesterday. I'm talking about his entire career because his wife just divorced him yesterday. She demanded half of all of his property. However, she was informed that the court stated that her millionaire husband owns nothing. All of his property is registered under his mother's name. Yes, this is going so viral. People are saying that Tom Brady knew his wife was gonna do this the entire time, which that doesn't really make any sense. I'm pretty sure they had kids. It's kind of crazy that she divorces him as, yeah, give me half of all your stuff. Isn't he like close to a billionaire? It's like, oh, I guess I owe all my stuff. Just kidding. I don't own anything, and everything is underneath my mother's name. That's the most top G thing I've ever seen. Tom just can't lose. People are showing that her estimated net worth is already 400 million, so I don't know why she demanded that half her property should be given to her.
Now, Tom Brady is an absolute genius for doing this. And to be honest, a lot of successful celebrities, sport players, and actors are doing the exact same thing. They're getting all of their money, real estate, and investments and putting it under someone else's name just in case this would ever happen. If I'm not mistaken as well, a famous soccer player did the exact same thing a couple months ago.
Hey! What do you think? Baby!
I can't do this anymore.
What?
I cheated on you. I met someone else. And I really, really like him.
Are you for real?
Yeah. I can't marry you anymore.
What are you talking about? What are you doing? Where is this coming from?
I can't keep this up anymore. I'm not happy, and I can't make you happy either. I just needed
Why did
to
you
tell
come
you. I
here?
just needed to tell you I'm sorry, okay?
You made me do all this. You couldn't have told me earlier. Like, you know I planned for your birthday. Why did you wait till now to tell me? I don't get what you were trying to accomplish with us being together for so long.
I wanted to try. I wanted to see if maybe I was wrong.
I absolutely hate how she started crying, almost seeming like she's the victim here. She completely left this man waiting on the sidelines while she found some other relationship, continued it, and tried to see if that was gonna work out first, which is absolutely completely selfish. And now at least after the breakup, she has someone who's gonna take care of her. But for this man, he's gonna be completely alone.
Your ring.
I'm wearing a ring.
Where's your engagement ring? What ring is this?
My engagement ring is at the house, and I just threw this one on because, like, my engagement ring is just, like, so big and uncomfortable sometimes, like, gets in the way. I just didn't feel like wearing it today. So I just threw, like, this promise ring that my ex got me on. So at least, like, I have a ring on when we're out and about.
What?
So I look like I'm taking
What?
What?
Promise ring that your ex got you? Oh, take that off. Take it off now.
Relax. I'm not taking it off.
Why do you have a promise ring that your ex got you on your finger right now instead of your engagement ring?
Love the ring that you got me, but it's just, like, so big that, like, it bangs into stuff. Or, like,
Okay, so you put on a promise ring that your ex got you? Are you trying to disrespect me?
no.
You're disrespecting me right now. Why would you put that on?
It's the only other ring that I had to just throw on. I just wanted to make sure, like, I still look taken.
Why would you ever think that's okay?
Babe, that's not better than walking around with no ring. You'd rather me wear no ring.
I'd rather you wear no ring. And why the hell did you keep a promise ring that your ex got you? And why are you wearing that instead of your engagement ring? Are you serious right?
Yeah, that's not an excuse at all. And this is way worse than just having an empty finger. Anything your ex got you in the past should be completely out of your life. A teddy bear, a purse, I don't care what it is. To me, it's the exact same thing as keeping selfies of you and your ex. All of that stuff should be gone, and none of it should be on your phone in your next relationship.
Why are you recording me?
Trying to figure out why are you watching people clean up?
Cause it helped me like wanna clean up. If I watch them, then now I wanna do it. See, my house clean.
But whatever.
She will call you and tell you that she misses you if she's been with other guys after you. She's lying. She doesn't miss you. She just failed to replace you. But if she rejected other men and ignored them since you broke up, it's because she still loves you.
This is 100% true. If another woman left you, stayed single, and decided to change her mind afterwards, then you could think about getting back with her. But if she got in another relationship, she's only with you because the other one didn't work out.
That I've seen for a while now is how high the lesbian divorce rate is. I think it's something like 75% divorce rate. But why I'm laughing is because how are you guys going to pin this one on men? How are you going to blame men for this? Because it's two women. From what I'm reading online, what women say that the reason for divorces in a same-sex marriage is domestic violence, cheating, feeling ignored, and get this one, feeling like one partner is not pulling their weight in the relationship, which is very interesting to me because you all preach, oh, men are like children, you have to take care of them, they don't pull their weight. But these are two women. So please tell me how you're going to pin this one on men.
Now, the only reason I wanted to add in this study is because I also wanted to talk about the gay marriage divorce rate as well. Now, apparently the lesbian divorce rate is 3 times higher than the gay marriage divorce rate, which pretty much proves who's really the problem in these marriages, especially when they're having the exact same excuses.
Don't.
This was really hard to watch. A lot of people who don't play video games don't quite get it. Oh, it's just a game, just shut it off, it's not a big deal. For a lot of people, it's a stress reliever, it's how they relax, and they put a lot of hours building their characters, their games, their setups. They put hours of their life into these games. And it's more than just a game to them. Losing all that progress, for what? Because you're mad at them? Because you want attention? Really? You can't say, hey, I want to spend some time with you when you're done with your round or your match, could you come hang out with me? Just because you don't get it doesn't give you an excuse to do like this.
Now, I'm not saying this is definitely breakup worthy. However, if a woman isn't respecting a man's free time, the relationship is not going to work out. Imagine working 8 to 12 hours a day, coming back home trying to relax, and just having some alone time. But your girl decides to do this to you.
You were married to a man that you didn't have to work and you had all 3 of your kids, and yet you thought you could divorce him and find better. Great. Before you met him at 27, between 18 and 27, what happened here?
I was with him as my high school sweetheart. Is that a whoop?
So you were with a man that you've known and you've seen him grow from high school to 27. He married you, put you in a position, but you did not have to work. You had 3 children, yet you decided to divorce him and go elsewhere. And then you want to talk about how you struggled to be something. See, that's where all that comes in place. Nobody's going to give you credit for struggling. You chose it.
Agreed. Like I said, I was young.
No, man. And see, this is the part. And here's why this is relevant. I need a lot of ladies like yourself. Some of you don't deserve a second chance.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry to tell you this. That's where a lot of men think. A lot of men will hear that and say, "Wait a minute. You found a good man. He married you. He sat you down. You had 3 children, and you divorced him for no good reason. And you think you deserve to go back?"
No.
Listen.
Yeah, honestly, rip Kevin Samuels. This man did not miss when he was lecturing women. Now, obviously, we don't understand the reason she got the divorce. However, if you knew a man since high school, had 3 kids with him, and apparently by what Kevin is saying, you divorced him for no reason, yeah, you kind of brought the struggle on yourself.
So I had a realization today. I've been divorced for 3.5 years, and I went through a 1.5 years of counseling after my marriage broke up, and I've dated on and off in that 3.5 years. I don't have any kids, so it was a clean break in my divorce. It is so hard to find someone who is looking for someone of value, who's not wanting to sleep with someone right away, and who's not wanting to, change their morals. I'm looking for a good man. It's not like I'm out here, looking to change people or anything like that. It's, I've done the work on myself. Last year I went through a huge weight loss journey, and a guy that I dated last month, I went out with him twice, and both times he was like, "You don't look like your photos. Your photos look like you were a lot thinner than what you were in person." Like, what? Are we doing this? Are we really doing that? I don't know why this is hard. I went out for the girlfriend tonight, and we were talking about, like, okay, well, what is it that I need to work on? Because obviously there's something wrong with me because I'm not able to figure out how to be in a healthy, good relationship. And she was like, "Emily, what's wrong with you? Like, I don't understand why you think it's you. Like, why you always have to change you." And I'm like, I'm the common denominator, right? Like, I'm the one who's not been able to date someone and be in a relationship. And she's like, "What if it's not the right time?"
Yeah, there is definitely a huge misconception about divorce on social media. A lot of women tend to say, "Oh, divorce is super liberating. You get so much attention from other men. You can easily replace your husband if he doesn't treat you right. You should be having multiple men on your roster. Don't settle for one dude." But the reality is, majority of people out there are absolutely horrible. The reality is much harder than what everybody else is making it out to be.
Talk to any young women about, like, having babies, they talk about it terribly. Like, "I'm not having any kids." You're like, all right, ugh. Do you know how stupid you have to be to think you're above reproduction? It's what everything does. And then you have one liberal arts degree and you're like, I'm not gonna be part of the fucking patriarch. It's not some coup to keep you in a kitchen, dumb f***. It's literally the miracle of life. Yeah, it's like a huge thing. It's a huge thing. What Avril Lavigne told you to fight the rebellion. It's insane to me.
Now, this is absolutely so true, and for some odd reason, I don't understand why. It's supposed to be a beautiful thing, but women tend to think that it's kind of holding them down and preventing them from pursuing their other goals in life. Like, bro, it's simple biology.
He says it's gonna be okay, but no one really knows that. That's just what you say. I just feel like it's a little bit unfair. I'm so over waiting. Like, when is it gonna be my turn? What did I do wrong? The thing is, I don't even want to be getting married or having kids right now, but I'm just starting to get nervous. What is wrong with me? I don't know why it's so easy for some people. I just feel like I'm never gonna find the person, if I even have a person. And I don't want to sit around swiping on dating apps and going on these first dates where you just sit down and you're like, let's see if we like each other. It just feels so forced. I don't want to be alone forever. I feel like we're playing musical chairs, and if I don't spend time on it right now, then I'm going to be the last one standing up when everyone sits down and everyone's going to get married and start having kids, and then I'm just going to be like the last single person and no one is going to have time for me. Like, I didn't have a bad childhood. It wasn't like super traumatic. But then, like, if it wasn't purity culture that messed me up and made me afraid to, like, date and take risks, then what is it? Like, why am I such a pussy? I just feel like I'm always working so hard on something. I'm always working toward a goal. Like, when is it going to be my turn to, like, and fall in love and relax and like chill.
Now I have to say, if you're a person who's been single for quite some time and it's not on purpose to self-improve or self-develop, you just find it very hard to actually find someone, then you probably have some pretty high standards. If you were constantly trying to find men, go on dates, but you don't find anybody attractive, or you just don't see that anybody's your type, then this is only gonna get worse as time goes on. Because as a woman, you're gonna get older and more men are gonna start chasing younger women. But that's just my opinion and that's my 2 cents, because that does wrap it up, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys do want more content just like this, please watch the videos you guys see at the top screen. It does help my channel a lot, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Peace.